What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are great. I know I'm excited for this one. I really am. Um, Still waiting for my guest to get here. He was busy at the moment, but he sent me a message and says he'll be here shortly. So we are going to. I'm going to look this up real quick. Uh, Family and I are doing good, JD. Thanks for asking. So my guest today, still waiting. What's up, Taste of Venom? Can you guys hear me? Can you put a word in the chat if you can hear me? Does it sound good? Is it fine? Is it horrible? Does it need turned up? Does it need turned down? Good, yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes. All right. So I've been a big fan of what's up, JD Cool Vibes. I've been a big fan of Ed Hardee for a long time. Long time. He did a 15-minute freestyle rap back 11, 12 years ago. It's off the hook. It's off the hook. I would go out as far to say that I think he might just be the GOAT of freestyle rapping. Like, for real. I really think that. So, just waiting on him to get here. So I'm gonna play part of his freestyle. Um, Hopefully he won't strike me for it. Ed Hardee, 15-minute freestyle. So I'm just gonna put this. Yeah, thank you for repeating that for me. I appreciate it. 4.4 million views on this one. It's some of the sickest freestyle I've ever heard. I'll get it. I'll get it. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. You can definitely hear the dog barking. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. That's what I'm doing right now, JD. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. Ed Hardee, 15-minute freestyle.
By the way, ain't none of this shit written. Look, no man, no girl star. DJ Slick Chris, let's go. Tell me what you know about me. EDHARD double E. Hardy boy, bitch, I'm not your average MC.
You hear it good?
I'm from the suburbs of Middle Tennessee. I run better than I read, and I smoke better than I breathe. Move like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Money stretch long, just like Yao Ming's feet. And I'm known in these streets for what I eat between the sheets. Can't hit the club solo cause I stay in too much beef. It's either hit the spot deep or go and cop some heat. In the game, bitch, TV on channel 3. And I fuck so many sluts that it burns when I beat. Don't listen to that fuck shit, I got ADHD.
Everybody, welcome my guest, Mr. Ed Hardee, to the stage.
What
How are you today,
up?
brother? How are you today, bro?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm kicking ass and taking names, man, one day at a time.
I hear that.
Oh, yeah. So you only got about half an hour today. That's cool. I appreciate you giving me any time at all. So just know that.
Yes, sir.
So since I've only got a half an hour, I'm gonna slam through some shit real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So what inspired you? What inspired you to become a freestyle rapper?
So I was probably 16. Yeah, I was 16. I was hanging out in the hood with my homies, and usually they would be the ones freestyling and shit like that, and I would just kind of observe and bob my head and shit. But is it all right if I cuss?
Yep, absolutely. We're free to
Okay,
say
cool.
whatever we want around here.
All right, cool, awesome, good, because that's the only way I know how to be sometimes. So yeah, one day when we were out there, they're basically like, "Yo, yeah, you spit something, you did." So I'll never forget. It was the song "Pussy Money Weed" by Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was that instrumental, and man, I just started flowing, and I never rapped before, ever, literally in my life, never wrote a rap, nothing, and so I just start going, and nobody interrupted. They were just like a deer in headlights, just looking like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? So I went until the beat finished. And then as soon as it finished, everybody went, "Oh shit, this white boy finna be rich." And so from that point on, I was like, okay, maybe I should take this, a little more seriously. And that's also where the name Ed Hardee came from, because my real name's Edward, but one of my homies, head, free head, by the way, he's locked up right now. But he said, "Oh, that white boy go hard. I'm gonna call you Ed Hardee." And so from there,
Oh yeah.
it kind of stuck, man. I just kept rolling with that.
Oh yeah. So what's been your biggest struggle to stay a freestyle rapper?
So I'll tell you, the first thing was this. When I got with the first management group I got with, they were they had me basically chasing after a radio hit, like to try and come up with a radio hit, which now the irony of it is, man, that shit's irrelevant now. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
all you have to do is just spit dope, hard shit, and it'll find its way to the audience, period. If people gravitate towards it, then it'll take off and you'll make plenty money and, etc. So, man, I just couldn't come up with the radio hit to save my life. I had to, try and just, I didn't even know what that looked like. I was just trying to write shit, and I just like every every song that I came up with where they thought it was like close to the closest to a radio hit, I hated it. I wouldn't even want to perform that type of shit. I think I've got a song on one of my old mixtapes, the Hardy Girl mixtape. It's called "Live It Up," which is where they had the idea of me being like this dubstep rapper while I rapped to, like, because dubstep was real hot at the time, it was taking off like
Right.
EDM, shit like that. So I did a song called Live It Up. And now I'm sure people, if they didn't already hear it, they're gonna go look it up. But I fucking hated it, dude. It was the one of the only times I made a song where I just regretted it instantly. And I was like, I did a show a couple times where it was in the set list, and it made me cringe, dude. I did not want to fucking perform that song.
Yeah. What made you hate it so bad?
It just was corny as fuck, dude. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just was me. It was
Yeah, I've
like,
heard it. I agree.
yeah. Oh, you've heard it?
I've heard it. And you know me. Well, you know me pretty well anyway. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna say I like it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm sitting here telling you I made it and I don't fucking like it. So, um, yeah, and it was almost like trying to put like a Ferrari engine in a little piece of shit Geo. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a lyrical mastermind, and it was like, putting me,
Dude,
you know what I
go
mean?
ahead, man. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
dude,
it
you
was
got
just like
skills. You got
it made me
mad
just
skills, dude.
confined, you know what I mean? And like I'm best when there's no limits, and I can just, it's and I'll say this too, like I've got nothing but love and respect for Harry Mack. But when I see the comments all the time where they're like, comparing me to Harry Mack and stuff like that, because you know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, okay. So he's a rapper. He does the little freestyle shit too, but he's more of a like, okay, cat, sat, rat, fat, hat, can just rhyme words.
That. Yep.
Yeah. See, me, when I freestyle though, I'm telling a story. It's like I'm just like telling you a story, and it just so happens to rhyme and flow. That's it. Because in
Right.
that 15-minute freestyle, I say like a line where it's like, with a bike on 30 spokes and two pedals on my toes, said I quit smoking, but I lie, still blow, wear basic clothes, still pull hoes. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just basically telling you shit about my real life. And
Yep.
like I said, no offense to Harry Mack. I respect his hustle, his grind, and I think that, he's dope at what he does. But we are just because we both freestyle does not mean we're anything near similar, because
Yeah.
my freestyles have substance and content in there, that it's not just me trying to rhyme a word like, you give me a word, you give me a word, you give me a word. No, I'm more like, give me a concept and I'll expound upon it, and
Right.
it will rhyme.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I've got to give you mad props. And I'm not just saying this because you're on my panel, but like dude, straight up, you're the fucking goat when it comes to freestyle rap, dude. I don't give a
Appreciate
shit
that,
what
man.
anybody fucking. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Like that's legit. I remember the first time I watched your 15-minute freestyle, dude. I watched that motherfucking video probably 5 times in a row, dude. And my jaw was on the floor all 5 times. I was just like, what the? How the? This is just fucking crazy, man. Just
Yeah,
crazy.
appreciate that, man.
Hell yeah, dude. So, what's the hardest part about being in the music industry?
The hardest part about being in the music industry is probably the politics of it, man. When it becomes like to where like for instance, me trying to chase that radio hit, like just trying to do shit to like have leverage over a record label to get X amount of dollars as opposed to this amount. That shit's just bullshit, and it totally destroys the artist's creative freedom, which is what makes every artist unique and valuable. It's like if somebody has a hot sound, nowadays everybody will just bite that sound and then, you know what I mean, in hopes of a hit being produced from it. And so I just
Right.
hate the politics of it. And I really hate censorship. I hate that, like, I used to have fun on social media, like actually say exactly what I was thinking and shit like that. But now you got to worry about getting canceled and shit like that. It's just like,
Yeah.
I have,
Yeah.
yeah, I have a manager who, like, I'd start going on live, and I think you're one of the people that watches my lives, and I really appreciate that. But she kind of told me I need to step back from doing them a little bit because man, I like to be free spirited and just say what's on my mind, and there's other powers that be that do not want somebody to, kind of like if you've seen Cat Williams interviews recently,
Yep.
like, yeah, back to, like, and I love this about him. He don't give a fuck. He's made enough money. He gets to do that and say whatever he wants and not really worry about his career or anything, because he's made it to a point where if he never does a show again, he's set for life, right? Me, I'm still
Right.
trying to get to that point. So it's like I was saying with social media, I used to have fun and post shit that was funny and all this, but now after having something go viral and having that get canceled type of thing over your head, I have to second guess everything that I'm about to say or put out. Like, what's
Right.
this audience gonna think about it? What's that audience gonna think about it? What people would I lose if I by saying this? Which that's what sucks about it, because it makes it not fun, and I feel like a lot of shit is just fake at this point. And I'd rather not say anything than fucking be fake.
Right. Me too. I'd rather keep my mouth shut than be fake and be a bitch
Yeah.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. So you're back in the studio. You're back in the studio, correct?
100%.
You just released a new single last night.
Yes, sir. Country Gangster. Y'all go
Oh,
stream it.
Country Gangster, sick as fuck. I'm telling you right now.
Like it?
My head was bobbing. My head was bobbing nice and slow. That's just the rhythm, the beat. It's fucking classic Ed Hardee. It's classic. I take my hat off to you, brother, for sure, man.
Appreciate that,
Like,
man.
it's
And
great. You even have
and
my
I
wife bobbing her head, dude. My wife was like, "Yeah, this is good. This is good." So we're excited to hear the new album, bro. We're excited to hear the new album.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited to put it out, and because this is me actually getting back to being just myself and making the type of music I like to make. And I want to make this abundantly clear to anybody that sees this, because Country Gangsta is, like, because country's hot right now, right? I want to let it be known I'm not doing it to follow a wave. I legitimately, and anybody that knows me, or that, I'm sure there's some video footage out there of me saying this. My first favorite artist growing up, when I found out that, like, I just had the feeling that I knew I loved music, it was Shania Twain, because
Oh
my dad,
wow.
I've said it. What's that?
Oh wow. I wouldn't. She would never cross my mind of even being in your repertoire. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man, it was
wow.
so. My mom was, hardcore country fan. My father, who, like I've said in many songs and freestyles, was not around much, but when he was, I got a little bit of musical influence from him, which was just hardcore like rock, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, one of my favorite bands, Guns N' Roses, Linkin Park. So I had gotten I had gotten exposed to all of those genres, and I love them. I love all genres of music equally. Honestly, just I love good music. If you're good at it and you make a good song, then I love that. I don't let a genre, kind of turn me off from listening to something, basically. And
Yeah.
so yeah, Shania Twain, literally my first favorite artist. And so yeah, I've always loved country. I just man, I never see I put myself in a box to where I thought, well shit, I'm known as a rapper. I can't do like a country type vibe. But then
Right.
that's my whole point of what I've been saying, at the first part of this interview is that I'm back free. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna push the boundaries and do whatever I want to. As long as I like the song, then that's all that matters. I don't ever want to
All
make a
that
song
matters.
where I'm like, fuck it, I don't even want to listen to this bullshit.
Right. I get it. Absolutely. Like when I put an album on, or when I put a record in, or when I want to listen to it, I want to listen to some shit that I'm gonna like, that I like. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time listening to music I don't like. So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm really. I know you got to get to the studio, and I really appreciate you being here. But I just got, hopefully we can do this again. We've got a little bit more time, you know what I mean, and whatnot. But okay, I'm gonna name two artists. You got to pick one. You got to lose one. Okay.
All right. I
Biggie
like
and
this game.
Tupac.
Oh
Biggie and Tupac.
God, man. So look, this is my thing, and if I had to, we could do this like drink champs. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot on this one. Burnett's vodka, by the way. Look, it's cheap shit. I can afford other shit, but I've been true to y'all since I was 17 years old. Please give me a sponsorship. Burnett's vodka, please.
Burnett
Stay true to
Vodka. If you
y'all.
don't sponsor Ed Hardee, you're stupid. I'm just saying.
A bitch.
Just you're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Yeah.
If you don't drink that shit, you're a bitch. Here you go.
Facts. So man, look, I like both of those artists for two different reasons. Tupac is I have two heroes, basically that aren't like my mother or my aunt. Um, uh, and it's so like role model, like type, like who I would like to model my career after would be Tupac. Um, Tupac and Marilyn Monroe. If you look in my studio, if I were to show you all, like it's nothing but like Marilyn Monroe and Tupac. I love them as like their influence in society, right? And then Biggie was more talented musically though. Like his flow. I mean, it's Suicidal Thoughts is definitely in my top 5 favorite songs of all time. So I think that Biggie was more talented musically, especially he's got Jamaican roots. Their flow and just rhythm is out of this world. Tupac though is more influential. So if I had to lose one, I guess I would lose Biggie because being influential is more so what I see of importance. So I would lose Biggie.
All right.
But
Go ahead.
no, that's I was gonna say something.
Okay.
I was gonna say, well, based off the song Suicidal Thoughts, he almost gonna lose himself anyway. So
All right. So you got Jelly Roll and Haystack.
Jelly Roll, keep. Yeah.
Jelly Roll, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's your honest opinion about Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll, I love Jelly Roll. I know like at the start of my career, like when my music video first popped, it's a funny story. You're getting this exclusively right here. So I had, prior to my 15-minute freestyle dropping, I had reached out to Jelly Roll like probably 2 months before that video had happened, and on Twitter, and he never responded. And I had looked up to Jelly Roll growing up. You know what I mean? He's from around the same area. Um, so you know, I tried to get in contact with him, and I get it, man. At that point, he had no reason to like respond to me or whatever. But yeah, he didn't respond, and that hurt my pride and ego just a little bit, but still didn't change my opinion about him. But so he finally like, so the 15-minute freestyle drops, and then a little bit after he tweeted at me and was like, uh so today I heard that there was another rap artist around my same area that went on World Star. Cool. Went to go look at it just to see that he was taking slight disses at me. And what he's referring to is in the video, I say, you go in for 10 minutes. Guess I'm going 15, which I want to clear that
Right.
up. And, you know, I had a producer that has already handled clearing that up between me and Jelly Roll. His name's Coop. Take off on him. Shout out Coop. Take off on him. He was one of the people that gave me a shot in the beginning. Um, but yeah, he tweeted that at me, and basically we kind of got into it a little bit on Twitter. I was like, I'll battle you any day, fat boy. And you know, it was just me being cocky, being arrogant, because the person that I looked up to, reached out to, didn't hit me back. But now he's hitting me up because I said something that he took as a diss on a freestyle. And like I was saying,
Right.
it was never intended to be a diss at him. For one, I'm freestyling, so I'm going with what rhymes, right? And before the
Yeah.
freestyle started, the guy that had the camera on him that came into that apartment that day, um, it was a flip cam, and basically he knew YouTube more than we did, and he said, because when he walked in, he didn't know that I was just freestyling, so he asked, because that's what I would do. My homies would sit around and do their thing, right? Catch my drift. And I would
Yeah.
freestyle while they sat around and did their thing. And so this dude walks in. He was I can't tell too much. But he came in and he was like, "Is he freestyling?" And they were like, "Yes." And he was like, "How long can he go for?" And they were like, "Ever." And he said, "You know, I've got this flip cam, da 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 da." But YouTube would not hold over a 15-minute video at the time. So he said, "You
Oh
just can't
wow.
go over 15 minutes." So basically, I knew that I was gonna go 15 minutes because I knew I could go that long, period. I was gonna go as long as, you know what I'm saying, as long as I could, because I was like, fuck it, let's just
Right.
go, dude. I'm already freestyling for hours at this point. Like I just freestyle like that, especially like when I was coming up. I just started that's how I started like practicing music. I didn't practice. That's why I'm starting to do songs now, is because the way I started out was just literally freestyling for hours on end off of just compilations of beats. But so yeah, I knew he had a 10-minute freestyle. So it just, man, caught in the moment freestyling. And I love competition as well. So I was like, you going for 10 minutes? Because I'm going 15. So yeah, he kind of took it as a diss, but it was never intended to be that at all. I still love Jelly Roll to this day. And honestly, man, I'm so proud that of what he's accomplished. And it, to be 100% transparent, it's kind of what has inspired me to pick the mic back up and get back to it, because you know, I'm 31 now, and I used to look at it like there's this window where I've got to get it in. If I don't get it in by this age, then I'm fucked. I might as well hang it up. But you know, he won the best new artist at almost 40 years old. So I was like, oh shit, I can keep, fuck it. I at least know I got 10 more years, you know? So
Right.
so yeah, I would keep Jelly Roll Haystack. I just don't really fuck with his music.
Right.
That's just
Right.
that on that. I don't think it's that. You would never catch me bumping a Haystack song. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
He's
I
got a couple.
respect.
He's got a couple. He's got a couple that I like. He's got a couple that I like.
Oh yeah, and I'm
I
sure he
give him
does.
that
I
too.
just never really delved into his discography. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
respect his
Right.
hustle and his grind and shit like that. But yeah, Jelly Roll easily.
Favorite band from the '80s.
Favorite band from the 80s. Ooh. Uh, I mean, I would say it's Guns N' Roses 80s. Would that be, is that in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say
I'd
Guns
say it
N'
would be.
Roses. Yeah, I
Favorite
love
song.
Guns N' Roses. So
Favorite
I
song
would say,
from Guns N' Roses.
what was that? I'm sorry.
Favorite Guns N' Roses song.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got funny games. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that song used to get
James
me
T-
hype. I would.
Hell yeah, I
What
still
was
get
that?
down to it. I still get down to it, bro.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
still get
like
down to it, dude.
when I was playing football as a kid. Yeah, that's what. That's one of the songs that was in my hype playlist to get me amped up.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, hey, cheers! You got a little rum over there? I like
Oh
it.
yeah, it's some peach rum. Hell yeah. I'm usually a Jägermeister drinker, but don't have none today. Just got some.
Mm, Jaeger bombs. Ooh, I got some
Hell
good
yeah.
stories.
Hell yeah, Dr. Jaeger's is where it's at. That's what I drink. Dr. Jaeger's. Dr. Pepper and Jägermeister. It's the bombest shit in the world.
Okay,
Real.
gotcha. Yeah,
That's on the real.
but see, doesn't it take? It
So
tastes kind of like licorice, right? So
black
I
licorice,
don't
yeah.
like
Black
licorice.
licorice.
So I just if it's just by itself, I don't really fuck with it. But in Red Bull or whatever, or some sort of energy drink, I love it. It's cool.
Try it with Dr. Pepper. Let me know what you think. I think it's the bombest
I'm
shit in
gonna
the
have to
world.
do that, man. I've never tried that, so I'm gonna
Dr.
have to do
Jaeger's
that.
all day, man. Dr. Jaeger's
Dr.
all day.
Jaeger.
Yeah, yeah.
Word.
Yes. So what 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 keeps you going with your music? Because I know I know you haven't really put out anything for quite some time, but I mean,
Hmm.
you know what I mean. So like like what made you fall off the course you were on, and what helped you? What was the push to get you back on that course and want to put out more music?
Gotcha. Well, so what discouraged me and had me stop putting things out was that I was in a management contract for 6 years where they were getting 60% of my earnings. So when I found that out and saw how much is actually being taken from me, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm just not gonna put shit out until I'll just ride out this contract till it's over with. And that's, I was about 3 years into it at that point. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna, build up a bunch of ammo when the contract's over with. Then I'm just gonna start releasing all this fire. But then what had happened is like obviously some songs get dated after a while, but I do still have like a lot that's I'm just choosing what I'm gonna put on hard white. But um after that, why I still wasn't putting things out is because, man, I really just got depressed. Like once you start to lose, it's almost like once you're once you go 0 to 100 real quick and you're on top of the world, you go out places and people recognize you and know who you are, to that fizzles out. It's almost like you wish you would have never even gone viral before. It's the shittiest feeling, dude. I had to go back to serving tables, bro. And I would serve tables to people that knew me from music and was like, yo, that line and in high school, you was the man, homie. Or damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you? I would just think about that shit every time I'd serve a table, and they're like, cause they'd all ask me like, damn, I thought you were doing the music thing. Well, yeah, motherfucker, I was until I just got royally fucked. But so yeah, that happened, and I was depressed and discouraged for a little bit, but then, man, just I don't know. I finally, it's just, I got the itch again. And I was like, I gotta scratch this motherfucker eventually. Cause I'm talking about, man, it got so bad to the point of I didn't even like to listen to music anymore. Like I would only
Wow.
strictly listen to podcasts. Yeah, because I just resented how I handled things business wise. You know what I mean? That it was just
Right.
like, I don't even
Right.
want to fucking hear music anymore. Like it just
Mhm.
because I knew that I was somebody that was supposed to be somebody, and I just totally dropped the ball. And it just one thing that I did that really turned things around for me is my cousin helped me to discover this is I had to forgive myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to start there. I had to forgive myself because I'm really hard on myself, and I'm very, like I'm the person that actually enjoys constructive criticism, right? Because I actually do have a
Me too.
desire to, yeah. So,
Be better. To
um,
improve myself. Yeah.
yeah. So I give myself the most constructive criticism. And so, man, yeah, it was just, I was just really hard on myself and just, I don't know, after I forgave myself, it just started to click again. It really did. And that's when I got back to, freestyling. And from freestyling, I was like, okay, let's write some songs, and let's tap into it just made me, it got me back on track to where I felt like I did before I did the 15-minute freestyle, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah. Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
then also, like I said, man, seeing people like Jelly Roll, where they're a little bit older, but like, and he even said it when he won Best New Artist. He's like, he found something ironic about, somebody that old winning Best New Artist when he had been doing it for forever. And it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, you never, you know what I'm saying? I just came to the
Yeah.
final conclusion that I'd rather die trying to make this shit work than look back on it later and be like, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda,
Yeah.
and because I could have easily just make a lot of money in real estate, but
Yeah.
um, music's what I love, and you know, it's what brings me true happiness, and so yeah, I'm at where
Good.
I'm at
Good.
now, and I couldn't be more happy and more stoked about where things are going. So
Nice. I want you to put together your top 5 absolutely cannot live without songs of all time. Go.
all right, let's see. Oh, that's tough. Okay, man, there's so many. That is so tough. Let's go with "Cleaning Out My Closet" by Eminem.
Nice. Nice.
"Suicidal Thoughts" by Biggie. Um, let's see. "Life Story" by Starlito. Do you know who Starlito is?
I don't. I'm just getting ready to write it down right now.
Gotcha.
What was the name of it called?
Starlito Life Story. And that's Starlito. Starlito. All Star, aka uh the Nashville Prince. Cashville. Yeah, man. He was a major influence in my life as well, especially musically. Um He's actually there's a you'll if you go down the rabbit hole of Kevin Gates interviews, there's one where he's at Hot 97 late night with Peter Rosenberg, where he actually says that Starlito was his favorite rapper. They have a song together. It's called, I think it's MYOB. Um, so yeah, Starlito, definitely look into him because man, a lot of people don't know about him because he does not get the credit and recognition that he deserves. Like you'll look if once you go down the Starlito rabbit hole, you'll realize he was one of the first people to have a music video with Lil Baby. Like it's a
Mm.
lot, man. He's the truth. So Life Story by Starlito. Uh oh shit, Letter to My Son, Don Tripp. Sorry, that's another Tennessee person, Memphis. That's just very moving. And then "Ill Mind of Hobson 5." You know who Hobson is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Pop in. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The "Ill Mind of Hobson 5" was so important to me because he's speaking on he's speaking on shit that like is so brutally honest and although he you know, like he was a straight edge. Like he doesn't get high, drink, nothing like that. And he's just like going in on these archetypes of rap stereotypes and characteristics. And it's just so wild, man. It made me like, I don't know. I couldn't even feel guilty about the shit I was doing because I just admired the song so much. Like, you just have to, if
I'm
you haven't
definitely
heard
gonna
it, you
check
need
it
to go
out.
listen to it. Yeah.
I will. I got it started on my paper here for sure. For sure.
All right. So yeah, that would be my top 5 that just comes to mind when you ask me that. So,
All right. All right.
you know,
All right.
yeah.
We're coming up on your 30. We're coming up on your 30-minute mark. I know you want to get your ass in the studio. I want you to get your ass in the studio myself. But
Hell yeah. Appreciate
one
it.
last question for this time. But I'm gonna have
We'll
to
do this
con
again,
you
man,
doing
for
another.
sure. We'll do this
All
again.
right. All right.
100%.
That's all right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
I
So
like you, man. You're
one
good.
thing.
It's
Thank
dope
you.
to be
Thank you. I
interviewed by
appreciate it.
someone who's actually truly a fan, and I know you are because you knew about that whack ass song I did that was cheesy as fuck. Like that's how I know you're a real fan. I thought that motherfucker was buried.
Well, you had if you wouldn't have unburied it, I wouldn't have brought it up. I wouldn't have told you
Yeah,
all
yeah,
my own.
yeah.
I would have
No,
been like, you know
fuck
what?
it.
That
Now,
fucking
yeah.
song's lame as shit, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's out there. Now I was like, live
So,
it up, live it up, live it up. God damn it, Ed. Shut the fuck up.
okay, so now just so I stay to the theme of my channel, what the main concept of my channel is, I'm an advocate for getting the laws and penalties changed when it comes to pedophiles when they commit crimes against children in our country. I think they should. Well, I call them 47-cent cases because that's about what it costs to make a 9mm bullet. About 47 cents.
Yeah, yeah.
But what's your opinion? What's your opinion about like? What's your opinion about how pedophiles should be handled? Like, do you
Fry
think they
those
should be given?
motherfuckers. Fry them. I
Hell
don't
yeah.
even think they should get a second chance. I think if someone murders a pedophile, they should get a get out of jail free card.
Amen.
Facts. Just
Amen.
point blank, period. And, you know, especially when you see the sick shit that's been behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. I'm not going to say any names. I think we all know, though, kind of. But it's just, you know, and I don't want to say any
Somebody out
names
there
or
dating
anything.
kids, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to say any names because it's all alleged till it's 100% proven, whatever. But you know, nonetheless, yeah, man, I think they should be fucking fried, dude. Like little kids, like that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah.
I don't fuck with
Yeah.
that at all. And I think, like I said, you know, and fuck putting them under. Fuck putting them under the jail unless you're talking about burying their fucking dead body. Get them out of here. That shit fucks people's
Burying
lives
them
up,
under the
man.
jail.
It's literally like if you look at it from a more introspective view, they're taking the life from somebody else, except for that person has to live their life. You know what I'm saying? They have to, so
Dude,
they have to go
dude,
through their life
dude,
with that experience.
you're the first person that has ever said it like that. And that's exactly how I've been saying it. Like at least when somebody gets murdered, and I'm not condoning murder of anybody, regardless of whatever age, but at least when they get murdered, they only got to go through that experience one fucking time.
Right.
When you get your innocence ripped away from you before you even know what the fuck it is,
Yeah.
well, that's a murder I got to relive every single day of my life. Even though I'm in counseling and all this other shit, okay, man. Even though I'm in counseling and all this other shit, it still fucks with me on such a level that it, like, I got mental health issues, but I got, you know what I mean, dissociative identity disorder, PTSD. Like it's an action that these parasites do that has everlasting negativity on the victim, and that's 100% for real.
Yeah, man.
I've got
Hey,
a project going. I'm
if
working
they
on it.
weren't supposed to be, if they weren't supposed to be murdered for what they did, then tell me why everybody that's in prison facing life that finds out that somebody comes in that's done that shit just goes ahead and fucking ends it because they already know the only reason people haven't done it yet is because they don't want to face the consequences of a murder charge. but that's why the people, that's why, you know, shit, you know, natural selection, social Darwinism, whatever you want to call it, takes its course because they need to be out of here, man. You're shit. There's nothing worse than that, man. Like you said, yeah, when, you know, if you die because you're murdered, okay, yeah, it's over with. But having to relive a traumatic experience every single day of your life, I couldn't imagine, man. And my heart goes out to, you know, you and anybody else that might have just been in that situation, man. My heart goes out to you, and wherever that motherfucker is, if you want me to go get him, bro, I got you. Fuck him.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to talk to you off camera sometime too again about this. Like I got this project in mind. I'm working on it's going. I'm trying to get it to go in front of my local government and all that shit. Hopefully I can get it off the ground and make it become a law. Like the number one focus is like I'm sick and tired of hearing about these pedophiles getting a plea bargain when it comes to these cases. Like you plead guilty to this charge and this charge, and we will drop this charge, this charge, this charge, and you don't have to register as a sex offender. So it's called Project Stop, STOP, and that means it's stand tough on pedophilia. And if I could get you, you know, to be like Project Stop, you know what I mean? Like that'd be great, bro. If I knew you were on board with me too, you know what I mean? Like all I want to do
got
is
my full support.
Aye. All right, brother. All right, man. I appreciate it, dude. I really do. I really appreciate it. We're at 45 minutes now, dude, and we said we'd keep it about a half an hour so you get your ass to the studio, but you get out of here. You get out of here. Take care of what you got to do. I'll be in touch with you, bro. Don't lose my number. I would really appreciate it if you didn't. I could definitely use some help on some things I really think you could help me with on this, but that's not why I reached out to you. I reached out to you because I am a true Ed Hardee fan. That's HARDEE, baby. Hardee. Ed Hardee.
Yes, sir.
Remember that shit.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, like I said, I always rock with you, man. I appreciate it.
Fuck yeah. All right, brother. Be good, man. Let me know how the studio goes tonight, bro.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Later. Holy shit. Holy shit. That meant the world to me right there. Ed Hardee, straight up. I appreciate that with all my heart, bro. I look forward to talking to you again in the future. You guys all heard him. He said he'd come and do it again, so we're gonna hold him to that. Ed Hardee, if I get struck because of this, I'm gonna come to you to clear it up because only you can clear it up. But I'm gonna play the music, the song he put out. He released yesterday. I like it. It's got kind of a goofy title, I guess you could say, because you could be like, what the hell does gangsters and country have to do with it? But, you know, we'll see. I like it. It's not that long. It's good. It's got a good beat to it. It's got a good flow. I just like it. So we're going to listen to it. I figured I could probably get away with it today since it was on my panel. Ed Hardee, Country Gangsta. This, present, share screen, click here, do this, tap that, hit this one, slide up here, click that, remove this off of here, do that, fuck around and find out.
Yeah, oh, I know a lot of country folk. I know a lot of gangsters too. Each one stand on their own. None of them running from smoke. I know a lot of country folk. I know a lot of gangsters too. Each one stand on their own. None of them running from smoke. So I stand my ground. I I know with my sound. Welcome to the South. Look at their mouth, you can find out. Gold teeth, grizzly winter green, ain't playing bout, ain't playing bout. Nintendo raised me, probably why I'm so crazy. Lil Hank Williams, Lil Jay-Z, mix them all up in the pot. Sprinkle some Eminem and some Sanaya. Just what the fuck that you got? From crack rock to moonshine, they ain't scared to do time. 3-2 of my Glock 9, AR bump stock mine. Political party hardy, dare you try to take mine. I know a lot of country folk, I know a lot of gangsters too. Each one stand on their own, and none of them run up the smoke. I know a lot of country folk, I know a lot of gangsters too. Each one stand on their own, and none of them run up the smoke. Tough and no, come take a shot with the soldier. For I know where you have my exposure. I'm at the OGs picking the doja. Fire is lit, now we gon' blow up. Yo, we got the OGs in the country. Oh, I know a lot of country folk. I know a lot of gangsters too. Each one stand on their own. None of them run up from smoke. I know a lot of country folk. I know a lot of gangsters too. Each one stand on their own. None of them run up from smoke. No, I stand my ground. I know with my sound. Yeah, I know a lot of country.
I know a lot of gangsters too.
I know a lot of gangsters.
All right. We'll get rid of that. I'm going to open this up. Have y'all ever heard this song, Tennessee Shit by Trader May, featuring David Gray? YouTube. Nope, but I'm going to write it down. I can do this. Everybody definitely throw some love up there in the chat for Mr. Hardee. Mr. Hardee, please throw some love up there. Let me know we really appreciate him coming to do the interview. I know it didn't really have nothing to do with pedophilia and all that shit, but you know what? This is my channel. I'm gonna do what I want with it, and my main focus is what it still is. It always will be that. And like, I mean, what? Just because I do what I do and I deal with what I deal with, don't mean I don't want to have fun too, you guys. Like, for real. So get off my nut. Only some of you will get that joke. I will do it right now. I'll get some right now. I'll do it right now. Please make sure you hit the like button. Remember to tell your friends, family, and enemies about it to know, because they're gonna want to get to know G2K. That's right. That is right. That is right. Awareness is a great thing to preach and push. Yep, you're right. It really is. Taste of venom. 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning. You guys know what's 5-minute warning? Lisa S., thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. That's right. I agree with you. Sometimes shit gets heavy, and you need to have a little fun. Nothing wrong with that. Amen. I like you already. Candy Rapper, good to see you too, sweetheart. When the fuck we going to Wendover? We're going to Wendover. I'm on a streak right now. JD, you doing good? Well, everything all right with you, brother? I'm worried about you too, man. You know what I mean? Lisa, will you tell me what the name of that song was you said again that you found on YouTube? I'll write it down because I forgot. But I just remembered I forgot to write it down. That's right. I agree with you. Sometimes she gets heavy. Yes, it does. Candy Rapper's gangster, they're gonna be careful. Walk softly and carry a big stick. I just mostly get it. Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. It really was a step back away from all the bullshit and, well, not bullshit, but the shit that we go through on this channel and deal with on topics. Tennessee Shit by Trader Made. Trader Made. I will go and get it and look it up here in a moment. I don't know if you could carry a bigger stick than Candy Wrapper. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've heard stories about her stick. It's a beater stick. 3 minutes. If someone's not up here on panel with me, I'm getting off here. It's 4 minutes. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I didn't know you were going live today, GTK. I was in the kitchen fixing sirloin tip. Oh yeah, I know I normally don't do lives on Wednesday, but this was kind of a special deal, so you know. I was hoping it was going to be a longer interview, but it's all good. I'm glad. I'm not going to bitch or complain. I'm not going to fucking even hint that I was disappointed in getting the 30 minutes I got with him. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate his time. So at first, well, I reached out to him a while back and whatnot, and on one of his live streams he did, and I asked him if he'd do an interview with me. He said yeah, and then we talked a couple times on some live streams, and then he dropped me his phone number, and then he got a hold of me late last week, or early last week, and he was like, all right, so I'm down to do the interview. And whatnot, but I got to have my manager get a hold of you, and they never did. So I sent him a message 2 days ago. I was like, hey, look, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, and I don't know how things are when in the music industry and what you're up to, you know, because I'm not a stalker kind of style, like. And it's like, you know, if you don't want to do the interview, that's fine. Just tell me. I'd rather you tell me you don't want to do it than just put me off. And he got back a hold of me personally himself. He's like, hey man, he's like, no, I really want to do the interview and shit. So, you know, I was like, you know, I hope I didn't offend you with what I said. And he's like, oh no, he's like, I appreciate you just coming. And he's like, people can't be blunt. People can't just be straightforward with people. And that's the problem. I'm like, well, that's all you get with me is I'm just straightforward. So that was cool.
I get to know. Hi, chat. Hi, all you in the rest stop and anybody who watches the replay from the replay crew. Woohoo!
The replay crew is just as important as the live crew, which is just as important as the crew that's not even been made yet. So you're all equally important to me here.
That's right.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliments. I really do.
You know,
Like I said, I've been following Hardee for 10 years or more, probably.
Being in the music business, even rapping and stuff like that, it's a rough career.
Oh, I bet.
And it is. And, you know, and it does have its ups and downs, and, you know, the music industry really, you know, it'll eat you up and then spit you out, and, you know, and one day you're there, and next thing you know it, you're not. And not everybody makes it big, and the music industry likes to promise big things, of course. You know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I really hope he will continue back into his stuff. And I've known people that have done stuff in the past with, I mean, big people. And they ended up with, when they tried to use their own songs, the record companies they were with wouldn't let them have the songs because the record company owned their music, the recording.
Yeah.
So It's a really it's very, very hard, but but kudos, and then you just don't want to get caught up in all the dark side.
Oh, and I bet you. What's up, Elaine? I bet you it's so. I bet you it's the temptation. I bet you the temptations of being caught up in all that negative shit is so easy that you get caught up into. Like that's
Oh
why
yeah.
that's why become evil, is because it just sounds so it just sounds so great, and it just so easy to do, and
Go to those parties, all the booze you can drink and drugs, and if you're a guy, the women, and if you're a gal, the men, and places to go, people to see, promises, and oh yeah. It's really it's really rough. But it can't, but if you can keep your head stabilized, but it is rough.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I'm not envious of that at all. I'm glad I'm not involved in the music industry or Hollywood or any of that shit, for that matter.
I heard a story of some music producer or something holding some guy upside down by his ankles off of a building.
Yeah. They do what they want.
Scary.
It's their world.
Oh yeah.
They do what they want. It's their world.
That's scary. But thank you for bringing him on, and and I was joking about the swear jar. I was like, "Where's the get to know swear jar?"
I was hoping so, because I would be fucking flat broke for tonight. I'm telling you right now, I'd be completely broke after tonight. But that's more so like during my main live streams, and not during
right. Well, JD says you get a free pass on the specials. So.
Well, thank goodness you guys make the rules in my channel. Don't include TQK in how to make the rules.
Hey, we may not have a lot of money, but we support you.
Hey.
One way or another, we support you.
About me is I don't give a shit how big your pocketbooks are. I just care if you support me or not, and you support what the idea, what my plan is, and what we want to do here. That's what I care about. How big is your? I like how big your hearts are. How big your dedication is to something. That's what's important to me. I think Elaine needs to change her name back to Hot Damn. I'm telling you, I like it. Hot Damn.
She does that on her show, though. She does go by Hot Damn on her show when she's on at least on one of her cameras.
Yeah.
I tell you, those crafty ladies, they know how to make the setup. I need them to train me.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be willing to train you about all you need to know. Oops.
Yeah. And Taste the Venom, he's always glad, because I agree. When I first came in, there was a lot of guys. But, Lisa was there, and so was Wendy. Stop. No more bark.
Yeah.
Shh. And so.
Don't make me call Chuck. All right, well, my wife just left to go get my son from work, and you guys know that it's Wednesday, so Wednesday night will
be date night.
So there you go. Date night's coming up.
Yay.
So I'm gonna roll on up out of here. I appreciate everybody stopping by.
And what time tomorrow do we all show up?
Probably 5:30, probably 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Your time?
Tell me. You guys make the rules. You guys tell me. And I'll just follow the rules.
5:30 is 7:30 for me.
Okay, so 5:30 it is then.
Okay.
Tomorrow, 5:30, chilling and chatting Thursday, number 40. 40 weeks in a row we've been doing this show. Haven't missed one yet. Even though I probably should have taken some time off, a couple of them, but I still didn't. I'm still going to grind it out. I really don't care. Tomorrow night we're giving away 4 tie-dyes, I believe.
1, 2, 3,
And
4.
good news. And good news to everybody else. Guess what? I'm going to do tomorrow as well. You got it right. I'm not sending anything in the mail. I'm just kidding. I'm sending everything out tomorrow.
Awesome.
So if I could get you, Mom, to write me a list of everybody I still owe a tie-dye to, that would be great. If I owe you a tie-dye,
Like I know.
and if I owe you a tie-dye, you got to send me your address. And if you don't, then you can't bitch at me. So it's not my fault. I don't know your address.
Yeah, if he doesn't have an address, he can't send it to you.
So
He'll send it
just
to me.
saying,
instead.
if I owe you a tie-dye, you better give me your address or you can hold your peace forever. So there's that. But Ed Hardee, thank you very much for coming up and doing the interview with me, my brother. I really appreciate it. As you can tell, he's another person that does not think very highly of pedophiles and believes there needs to be a change. You guys heard it yourself. He backs me 100% with what I said. So there you go. Shows you how easy it is to spread awareness where awareness needs spread. 100%. All you got to do is open your mouth and open your mouth for good. Put useful shit out of your mouth instead of spewing garbage all the time, people. Not anybody in my community. I'm just saying, like, we're like exempt from that. But these people know who they are. You guys, they know who they are. I'm sure you guys know who they are too. When all they can talk about is garbage and trash and nastiness, well, there you go. Just saying. Yes, thank you. Hit that thumbs up. Have a good night. Have a good night, Elaine. Elaine, I just want to let you know you remind me so much of my great Aunt Rachel that it's crazy. It's crazy. Like every time you call me Sunshine, because that's one thing my Aunt Rachel called me, my great Aunt Rachel called me, and she'd make me sing "You Are My Sunshine" all the time for her, and I love doing it, and I miss her so much, and you kind of help fill that void for me, just so you know. I appreciate it. With that being said, this is G2K. I'm up out this mother. I'm taking my wife out on a date, and we're going to the casino. We're on a roll, so we'll see how it goes.
Give her a hug for me. Love you.
I will do.
See you tomorrow.
Love you too, Mom. Okay, bye. Remember, everybody, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, my 5:30 Mountain Standard Time for chilling and chatting. Tie-dye giveaway. If you're here on Tuesday, Lisa, I'm not sure if you were here on Tuesday, but if you weren't, you can come back tomorrow. If you're here tomorrow, I will break the rules and let you in on the tie-dye giveaway. Anyway, why? Because it's my channel and I can do whatever the hell I want. Have a good night, everybody. Do me one more favor. Tell your friends about me because they're going to want to know. Get to know. Have a good night. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. JD, reach out to me. I need to talk to you, bro.